Good evening. Thanks very much for joining us on India Business Hour. The Parliament has worked overtime this evening to clear crucial economic legislation. One done, one currently being debated. That is our top story this evening. The Lok Sabha has given its consent to the Banking Laws Amendment Bill after a lot of back and forth and after many years of not being passed. The Reserve Bank of India now has more powers, but M&A activity in the sector will still be under the purview of the Competition Commission of India. This will also fast-track the process of issuing new bank licenses, and that is really essentially the big headline as far as the Banking Amendment Bill is concerned. CNBC TV 18 in fact learns exclusively that the process of issuing new bank licenses could begin as early as January. First, let's listen in to what the Finance Minister had to say in Lok Sabha, allaying apprehensions with regards to the passage of the Banking Amendment Bill, and then we'll get to our Economic Policy Editor Siddharth Zarabi on what this could mean for the issuance of new bank licenses.
We have now said capital now can be infused by rights issues, bonus shares, etc., so that every accepted mode of raising capital without diluting the public sector character of the banks can be employed, and banks will get more capital. Government is committed to infusing more capital. Most of the provisions of the bill are intended to strengthen the regulator, the RBI. I don't need to read all the provisions which are intended to strengthen the RBI, but I think everybody agreed most of the provisions are intended to strengthen the RBI. We will not take out the banking sector from the Competition Commission. RBI will continue to regulate the banking sector as far as the banking regulation is concerned. The Competition Commission will also regulate anti-competitive practices and would have to approve any merger. Please understand, not one of our banks is among the top 20 banks of the world. China is 3. Not one of our banks is among the top 20. Today, if a loan size is about, say, 6,000 crore, there is not a single bank which can take the portfolio on its book. It has to put together a consortium. We need 2 or 3 world-sized banks. And 2 or 3 world-sized banks will come by some smaller banks consolidating with the larger banks of this country. But we will still have over 20 public sector banks, and each one of them will grow.
Well, that is the Finance Minister. In fact, sources also telling us that once the banking bill is passed by the Rajya Sabha, a notification to the effect could be within a week's time. The notification on the banking bill will be after the presidential assent. But let's go across to our Economic Policy Editor, Siddharth Zarabi. Siddharth, you know, this was a matter where the BJP stuck to its guns, said drop the controversial forward markets clause or we're not going to play ball. It's not very characteristic of P. Chidambaram to back down from a fight, but he decided to do exactly that. He withdrew that clause. The bill is now a reality. The amendments have come through.
Well, you know, clearly the mood has changed after the acrimonious debate on FDI in retail. Just see, within a matter of days, there is some sort of common ground between the principal opposition and the Congress. And yesterday morning, it was very clear that the Finance Ministry had agreed to drop this clause, and therefore things would proceed ahead. It was supposed to have happened yesterday. It's happened now finally. Remember, the current bill was presented in the Lok Sabha on the 22nd of March 2011, and almost 19 months to that date, it's finally been approved. And a year after the Standing Committee had given its recommendations, the bill provisions we know chiefly, the RBI now gets empowered further. Two key clauses will allow it to in some ways get the comfort level that it had wanted and sought for issuance of new bank licenses. And in that, really, that is the way to look forward, because all the provisions and the clauses are known. In fact, the amended bill caps voting rights now at 26% in phases through consultation with the Reserve Bank of India. So that much additional comfort provided on that count. But coming back to the issue of new bank licenses, there are several sort of points that one has picked up. One, that with this passage of this bill, it is clear that the Finance Ministry has done what it had committed itself to do in terms of getting the Act approved through Parliament. The notification, of course, is a matter of a formality in the next few days or weeks. That will therefore then allow the Reserve Bank of India to proceed ahead with the process to decide and invite applications. That is going to be a long drawn process. What we are picking up at this stage is that we could see some action happening within the first month of the new year itself. There is, of course, the bottom line that the Reserve Bank of India will be the final authority. It will only issue licenses after thorough scrutiny and vetting to those it deems fit and proper to get these kinds of licenses. Several stands that one is picking up: an independent committee to be set up, to be headed by possibly a deputy governor with experience of banking within the RBI, experts to be involved in that, the final guidelines to prescribe the eligibility norms for that, a likely chance that NBFCs may be given the first leg up because they are already regulated to some extent and compliant with several broader financial sector norms and prudential norms and conditionalities. And that therefore would allow, I would go to the extent of saying, the finance minister to stand up in Parliament when he gives his next budget speech to tell Parliament that from the promise that had been made in the earlier budget speech, the government had now moved forward, and the Reserve Bank of India was in the process of possibly even vetting the applications, if that is the timeline that is adhered to.
Well, that certainly is important news, because Siddharth, as we've been reporting, the finance minister has gone on record to say he wants the process to move towards the issuance of new bank licenses to kickstart. In fact, there was a disagreement between the Reserve Bank of India and the finance ministry, with the finance ministry saying you don't actually need the amendment to go through, but the Reserve Bank saying no, we want the amendment to go through before we get started. So that's finally happened, and we are on the road to perhaps starting that process towards issuing new bank licenses. But let's hear out key industry voices on what this bill means for the banking sector.
I think it's very refreshing to see that the Parliament has taken up and passed several of the pending points of legislation, and it's very good to hear that the banking bill has been passed today. I think we clearly need more facilities in terms of banking in the country. This will allow both international banks, Indian banks, to operate in a stronger manner.
I would say that these moves are in the right direction, and nothing much is going to change, except that it's a very positive thing for new banks to come in. Banking license can't be free for all, obviously, and we have to make sure that we have banking system which is viable. And that viability means that you can't also have too many banks which are not able to perform as per the criteria laid down. So you have to be careful.
I think it's a step in the direction of further reforms and achieving some more progress on the ground on the financial services sector. I think some of the enablers that have come into the bill, which is in the form of the voting rights, which makes any kind of a promoter of a new bank feels comfortable, because it doesn't get reduced to 10%, and you have 40% financial stake, but you can vote only 10%, and then because of some situation, you end up losing control. That doesn't happen so easily. I think it protects the interests of the large financial investors.
Well, reactions they're coming into the banking amendment bill being passed by Lok Sabha, and in fact, as we speak, the Lok Sabha has extended by another hour. The company's bill debate is currently on, so we are waiting for the vote on the company's bill to perhaps also take place tonight, and that should be passed as well. But joining us now to discuss the reforms process and specifically the banking laws amendment bill being passed is Naina Lal Kidwai, country head of HSBC India and now president of FICCI. Also joining us, Piyush Goyal, spokesperson of the BJP.